This is Innocent, and this is his 9-year-old disabled daughter. Now, the both of them are very sure that they do not need her mother, and they never did. They are so happy together, but think about it. What do they know that we don't? And where is his wife? When his wife left, he thought that it was going to be very hard to take care of his child, but it was quite the opposite. They became best friends. They love each other so much, and their relationship is extremely extraordinary. They live in a far deep village, and he has to work so hard so that he can raise his daughter. He has to come home most of the time to make sure that she is safe, since she can hardly do anything on her own. Very many years ago, Innocent was a young boy born and raised in this village. Time was going by and he was growing up and getting older. He met a lady that they fell in love with. They got to a point where he really believed that she was the love of his life, and they were going to spend the rest of their lives together. They later got married and she was pregnant. They were expecting to have a baby. Innocent was the happiest man at this point, and he could not wait to be a father, and this really meant a lot to him. Time for giving birth came. She went to the hospital to give birth, but it was not much of a success because the baby had a lot of complications. At birth, the baby had to be put in an incubator in order to keep her alive. According to his story, they spent almost all their life savings at the hospital trying to pay the incubator, which was extremely expensive, but fortunately, their daughter managed to make it out alive. Though their daughter made it out alive, there was still an issue, but the both of them did not notice this at first. They carried their child back home and started taking care of her. Everything seemed okay, but it was not like that for long. As the child was growing up, they started noticing a lot of differences about her. First, she could not speak. She never managed to say a word, but they kept on hoping that maybe someday it was going to finally happen, but it did not. This wasn't all, because they also realized that the baby could not stand up. This means that she was not going to be able to walk at all. Well, the best she could do was just to sit down like this and nothing more. He says that when this got to their knowledge, his wife started behaving in a weird way. It was obvious that she was not at all ready to believe that this was happening, and they were going to live with this forever. It was quite one morning when she woke up and suddenly decided to walk away for good without even saying anything to her husband or anyone else. Innocent says that he had it in mind that she left because of this baby. A couple of months after then, he got to know that his wife went back to her ex and they had serious plans of getting married. This really hurt him a lot and he felt like a failure, but unfortunately, he had nothing to do about it. When she left, he immediately knew that he was on his own now. He had to figure out a way that he was going to be able to take care of their daughter. It was very heavy for him to believe that this was happening, but it finally was. Obviously, he is not at all rich. He has to go to the garden and dig for people, look for more manpower jobs so that he can get money to buy food and feed his daughter, because now she is all he got. We asked if he has never thought about finding any other lady that loves him so that she can help him manage life, because it is obvious that life was getting harder and harder for Innocent. He says that he thinks about this every day, but most ladies get discouraged when they get to know that he has a disabled child. He says that the ladies he talked to all think that taking care of his daughter was going to be a very, very big problem. Besides that, they also think that since he is the father of this disabled child, they were also going to give birth to more disabled children as well. His daughter is now 9 years old. There is no way that she can go to school because schools for the disabled are very expensive. He cannot afford to pay for it, but he hopes that in the nearby future, his daughter will go to school. Like his wife, he was also advised to abandon his child and get himself a new life because they said that all this child was ever going to do to him was to become a burden, and he was going to spend all the money he earned on her. Until today, he still does not understand how a person can abandon their own child and never look back. He says that though his daughter is disabled, he found great love in her. He considers her as the love of his life, and she is the best friend that he has ever known in his entire life. He is not at all ready to leave her or do anything like that. He loves her and he is ready to fight for his daughter to the very last minute. His daughter is going through a lot since she has to crawl on the ground in order to move from one place to another. This means that life is more complicated for her, and this is the reason why she needs help today. She needs a wheelchair, and if you would like to contribute and help her get one, please donate via the GoFundMe link in the description of this video and pinned in the topmost comment as well. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Thank you for watching. My name is Prince. This is the Intax. Do not forget to subscribe.